All right. What is up, beautiful people? And welcome to week 3. I didn't officially get a name, even though my good buddy Billy decided to comment last week and say that I should call this bullshit with Nick, which I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool, but still looking for a title. Not really sure if I landed on that one. But hope you guys are doing really well. If you saw the thumbnail, you know that this week has been a little bit of a emotional roller coaster for me. It's been a little tough this week. I'm not going to lie. It's one of those things where week 1 I was up, fired, ready to go, obviously, and then week 2 kind of came along. I kind of mentioned that the honeymoon phase was over, right, a little bit, and and so it was a little bit more difficult this week. Was definitely there was some challenges, for sure. What's up, Lance? How you doing, buddy? Glad to see you here, man. Lance is actually he's been one of my mentors too. He's not my coach, but he's in fitness, and so he's definitely been a rock for me. Whenever I'm thinking about doing something I shouldn't, calling him. But anyway, so yeah, this week 3 has been definitely a little bit more challenging. Some gremlins came up. I'm still holding strong. And the funny thing about this week that happened is uh, the scale. I didn't, and I said I wasn't going to weigh every week, or every day, even though it's a little bit addicting. So I still found myself weighing myself every single day, which I know I shouldn't. But so this week, I think that was part of the emotional roller coasters. I was still weighing myself every single day, and in weighing myself every day, I saw the scale not necessarily moving. And so like I got to like the midway point, almost, I think it was Thursday, where I'd gone up a pound, I went down a pound, and I was like net zero for the majority of the week. And I was kind of bummed out about it. I was really bummed out about it. And so talked to my coach, and we kind of reset a little bit. And turns out, um, I've been weighing like my salad or measuring my salad dressing and pretty much everything, but I wasn't weighing my protein, and I'm only supposed to be having Reggie. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Um, I was supposed to be weighing my protein, and I wasn't weighing my protein like I should. I knew I was allowed 6 ounces of chicken, so I've just been really strict with chicken. That's one of the leanest meats. I'm going to go ground turkey this week, which is even leaner. But I wasn't weighing the chicken like I should have. I was just eating one chicken breast. And so after breaking out the digital food scale and actually weighing the chicken breast that I was eating, I realized I wasn't eating enough chicken. The chicken breasts that I had were only about 4 ounces. So I wasn't actually getting enough protein. So I've actually been eating more the past 3 days, which is interesting. Ramped up and ate a little bit more chicken. I also got some avocado for some healthy fats to put into the salad. And so the funny part is I lost 5 pounds this week total, which puts me at 29 pounds for 3 weeks, which again, that was my target, 3 to 5 weeks or 3 to 5 pounds a week. But that 5 pounds came off in the last 3 days. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or if that's really me eating a little bit more the past 3 days and my body getting more healthy fat and more protein and not in a starvation mode, if you will. So that was really cool to see that 5 pounds rip off really since Thursday. So a couple of things that happened, and this isn't going to be a very long update. I was telling Lance the other day, I don't have much to talk about because I feel like I'm on autopilot. Now I did set up my official studio, if you will. So that took some time. And I was actually digging in some boxes in the garage, and I found something that was really cool. So see, like behind me, I have some stuff over here. That was the last pair of baseball cleats and glove I ever used. So I think that's cool. Some little bit of motivation. Maybe I'll start playing men's softball and talking about the good old days. I don't really know yet. And then on the other side, those are some of the first tools I ever bought. That Makita drill was the first tool I ever actually bought myself, and those router bits were Craftsman from the old days. But that skill saw is really cool because it was my grandfather's, and he's really the one who taught me how to cut wood and build stuff. I mean, he built all kinds of things, but that was his original skill saw. So like when I was 10 years old, that's the first saw I ever cut wood with. So I'm really glad that I have that. I'm gonna keep that forever. I don't really use it, but it's kind of like a history piece, if you will. And then these golf clubs, man, I tell you what, I haven't touched those golf clubs in like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. I love playing golf. It's been one of those things where I just, again, the whole getting bigger, focusing on family and business and stuff. Like I don't do many things for myself. So I'm getting ready to open any challenge for anybody wants to hit me up on the golf course. I will definitely, I'm feeling froggy. I'm getting there. So I have to knock a little bit of rust off, but the golf clubs are out there displayed, but I'm really, really ready to use them. So hit me up if you're in Oldsmar or this area. But one of the things I found that I thought was really cool is this little statue. And so this statue, I completely forgot about this, but when I was 8 years old, so a lot of you guys that knew me growing up, I used to do the pump, pass, and kick competition. And the pump, pass, and kick was something, it started at 8 years old at the YMCA. And that's basically what you would do. You'd punt, you'd pass, and you'd kick, right? So I competed from 8 to like all the way up to 13 or 14. Went to the Tampa Bay Stadium a bunch of times. That was like the second to last. But when I was 8, I actually won a trip to Hawaii for me and my parents because that was the finals. And they don't do that anymore. Now they just do, I think, the AFC championship game. So it's a little bit different. But in Hawaii, we actually bought this statue. And I thought this was really cool because, so this is actually made out of lava. And it represents a Hawaiian god called Kanaloa. And this god is supposed to bestow eternal happiness and a fulfilling long life, which almost is, it's kind of funny that I found this right now because I'm focusing on my health in order to be happier and healthier and live a longer life. So like, it's really, really strange. What happens on your journey. Like I found, so this is like going to be my new mascot, right? Kanaloa. I don't know much about him. I don't know much about Hawaiian culture or, their gods or anything like that. But I thought that was really cool that I found this week. It's kind of a reassurance that I'm on the right path, doing the right thing. And so this is going to be my mascot. I might have to name him. I'm not really sure, but I thought that was really cool. So Sherry, yeah, you helped me a lot for sure this week. So I definitely thank you for that. One thing as far as emotions, like I said, the gremlins were out. I was feeling, some days I wake up and I'm super happy, like I'm feeling thinner. Some people have been asking me about my clothes if they've moved yet. So 29 pounds, I mean, I'm starting to feel like my shirts are definitely a little bit looser, but I have to be honest with you, most of my entire wardrobe has some sort of elastic in it, even like my dress pants. So I haven't gone down any sizes or anything like that. Most of everything is elastic. So it's kind of just, maybe a little bit looser, but I'm not there. Maybe at a 50 or 60 pound mark, I'll have to start buying some new clothes, but not right now. So, but one thing that was, it was kind of funny that haunted me. And I don't know why, maybe because like, of all foods, and I know you guys, some of you saw me post my DNA results from 23andMe, which I thought was cool. Not that I thought I was adopted or anything, but it's really cool to see the breakdown of the majority of where you came from and then your ancestors and all that. So yes, I love Greek food, and I can still have some of that Greek food, right? The tzatziki sauce with Greek yogurt, like we can still, cucumbers. I just have to manage that a little bit better. But like there's certain things that I miss that were kind of staples in my diet, and one of them is pizza, right? If you guys love like, give me some comments. Let me know, are you a pizza freak like I am? Because I just that's one thing I could probably eat pizza every single day, and I know that that's something that is going to be very sparse and sparing in my life. So I haven't had any pizza. Obviously, 3 weeks been really super strict. But like whenever I get like sad or emotional or anything like that, it's always usually been like a pizza night kind of thing. And this damn commercial, I feel like writing an open letter to Shaquille O'Neal. If you guys have seen this, Shaq-A-Ronie pizza, like this commercial has literally haunted me. I don't watch that much TV in general, but goddamn, I feel like every time I turn on the TV, I see this commercial, and now Shaq is following me around the internet. It's like I feel like writing him an open letter on Twitter and just saying, where's the love for the fat man? Like, you got to get these ridiculous, awesome marketing. He's like the most fun guy ever. Obviously, we like him just because, he played for the Magic, and like he lived in Orlando for a while. So like, I love Shaq, everything he does. He's like a true inspiration for me as a business person. He's actually had more successful career after the court. Like, he's made more money. He's a really interesting story. So like, if you like documentaries or anything like that, look up Shaq. There's some really cool behind the scenes of what he does. Like, he has a whole media company, board of directors, and his brand, the Shaq brand, really does some interesting things with marketing. And one of them is this Papa John's takeover, where he's now kind of the face of Papa John's. So this Shaq-A-Ronie really haunted my dreams. So Reggie Ward says cauliflower pizza. I've done the cauliflower pizza. It's not bad. I'll be honest with you. It's really not bad. If I get desperate enough, I maybe, right. The problem with me is I'm all in or nothing, right? So I like to be all in or not in at all. So I probably, instead of going like a little bit and saying, oh, I'll have a little bit of cauliflower pizza, I would be more inclined to just have a complete cheat day and eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner till I don't even want to smell pizza at the end of the day, and then go right back on everything the next day. I'm not quite there yet, right? I'm not desperate enough or think I need it enough. It's really the mental side. That's why I said it's an emotional roller coaster. I've really stabilized my blood sugar and my appetite. So really, at this point, it's that me wanting or craving pizza is 100% emotional. It has nothing to do with like me being starving or hungry or anything like that. And that's why this is really interesting, because the emotional side of this, and that has to do with change in general. So if you, the hardest part about changing anything, whether it's your personal life, your business, social, like whatever you're doing, if you're changing something in your life, the hardest part about doing that is you're making choices and decisions today for the person or the outcome that you want tomorrow, right? So I'm taking actions and making choices today, not as a 440-pound person. Like, I'm not eating like a 440-pound person. I'm eating like a 180 to 200-pound person. And so to bridge that gap, like you put things into perspective and you put things in advance, and you become the actions that you take allow you to become the person that you want to be or the outcome that you want. So that's the hardest part. Is if I was eating like a 440-pound person, I would 100% have ordered a couple of these Shaq-A-Ronie pizzas, right? But I'm not. I'm making clear intentions to be different, do things different, and it's hard. It's very, very hard. And I think having a coach, especially for me, and maybe you're not that type of person, but I think anybody can help from coaching, right? In general, if you've never been coached before, it might be a tough thing, but a lot of times you're too close to a situation. I'm gonna let Shaq go here, right? Uh, so a lot of times when you're too close to a situation, you can't see the faults. Just like, again, I know a lot about nutrition. I like to consider myself a very educated fat person when it comes to nutrition and health. But me having that coach, just having that powwow with Sherry this week about, the scale's not moving. I'm a little bit frustrated and I don't really know what's going on. And so when you're too close to a situation, sometimes you don't see the exact thing that's happening. And so like, she could just look at it, pivot real quick and say, all right, are you doing this, this, and this? And so having that person, and if I can be that person for you, I'm happy to do that. Right. If you want to bounce some stuff off me, let me know. I'm definitely here for a lot of people. I know there's a handful of people that have reached out to me that have been struggling with some bigger numbers, not the 20, 30 pounds, but the, 80, 100, 150 pound weight loss things. I'm happy to be there for you and to, support you in any way, like Sherry supports me. So just let me know, because it definitely, it 100% helps your focus to have a team around you. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got, man. It's a roller coaster. I find myself today, I'm happier because the scale moved. Obviously that 5 pounds, I was trying to hit that 30-pound mark. So I was really bummed at the beginning of the week, because I didn't think I was going to get there. I was really close today, but 30 pounds in 3 weeks. It was what I was shooting for. But next week, stay tuned, right? Because it's going to be the 1 month overview. So 1 month overview, I'm pumped about. I'm going to take pictures from all sides. So I already have my pictures from day one of front, back, side. I only showed you guys the front. What I'm intending or planning on doing is creating a chart. So I'm going to have my pictures at least front, back, and side, because I can definitely feel a difference in my back already. And this shirt, like I said, most of my shirts are feeling a little bit better. The interesting part that I didn't necessarily think, like you think shirts would be more baggy, but they're actually a little bit just longer. Like I feel like they're dropping down on my body, maybe a half an inch, a little bit more, which makes me feel like I'm definitely losing some inches. So I'll be curious to see how many inches I've lost, but I definitely still feel fantastic. Um, Overall mental clarity, everything, having that, the routine is not that bad. Like it's really the fear going into this diet of I don't have time to meal prep or do anything like that is that's completely gone. It's actually even better because now, I have these small meals, and if I'm stuck, like Sunday morning, we had soccer practice with Ryan, and it was brutal. I mean, my God, it was really really hot outside. But like I was able to have a protein bar in the car where, I can eat a meal, know I have enough fuel to survive for 4 or 5 hours, and it only takes a couple of minutes to eat, and barely takes anything to think about. So there's not all this meal prep or exaggeration or anything like that. So it's really really cool. I found myself. I'm really liking this plan, this path that I'm on, and this new. Um, this new way of eating, right? Just this every 3 or 4 hours, it's working out really really well. So I got a couple people on live here. Reggie said Shaq-A-Ronie's overrated. Yeah, I'm sure it is, buddy. Like I've never been a Papa John's fan anyway. It's not like I would think if I was going to have a cheat day, it would be Papa John's. It's just the marketing behind it, and then the pepperoni in my head, and then just obviously, seeing it all over the place. And I like Shaq, so that was funny. Sherry is my health coach. She said the Shaq-A-Ronie is not worth it. I know it's not worth it. I'm not breaking plan yet. I'm not that desperate. It's just the evil gremlins in my head, right? So, Adam, what's up, buddy? Yeah, man, I appreciate it, and I'm happy to talk to you, man. Anytime, if you want to chat about some health stuff, I'm here, and just let me know. Faux show. Sherry says, live in the future, act in the now for sure. Coaches and sports systems are key. And Lance says, LOL. I don't know what I said, but it was a little bit of a delay. But yeah, so I'm in a good space. I'm definitely losing the amount of weight that I intended to lose. So the 4 to 5 pounds, I'm hoping to stay around that track. That's very healthy, not crazy or anything like that. I did find myself this week also, as far as the emotional roller coaster, on like the weird side of things, of watching some skin removal videos. So like that's how far in the future I'm placing myself, right? Like I've only lost 30 pounds, but I'm already thinking like, man, if I shouldn't say if, but when I hit my weight goal, at least 200 pounds, there might be some consideration and baggy skin and all that stuff that that was kind of part of the, as far as a mental low, like when I got sad, I kind of got sad this week. So I was sad that I couldn't have a Shaq-A-Ronie pizza, obviously, because that's just stupid. But then sad, like the idea that I came this far, or I got this big, that I would have to have something as evasive as like these ridiculous surgeries to lose skin if if it gets that bad, which a lot of times, I saw some examples. I'm not really sure how I'm going to approach that yet. I've had surgeries in my life, and I don't know. So I have to take it obviously day by day. Not That's a long term decision, something that'll happen in the future, but definitely something that's been on my mind this week a little bit for whatever reason. 200-pound weight loss, and like what's going to happen, right? Am I going to have skin under my arms? Am I, all that stuff. So I'm not going to be like my boy Lance and on stage all tan and oiled up for a competition, but who knows, but that'll be something that I'll have to consider. And it kind of sucks that that is a consideration, but it's better that I caught it now. I'm still relatively young, and overall, like I started this health train because I'm 36. I know this is going to take a couple of years to really get where I want to be, but ultimate goal is, I want to be in better shape when I turn 40 than I was, or at least as good a shape as I was when I was 20 when I turned 40. That's kind of like an intermediate. Um, if you have like a so-called 5-year plan, I know that's 4 years, but that's just kind of where my head is as far as how I'm making this work. So Sherry act now. I have to look. Yeah, for sure. Lance is happy. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. So again, not that much to talk about. I got my mascot here. So if you guys, I don't know if I should name this or if that's sacrilegious to the Hawaiian gods to name this because he has a name. It's Kanaloa. But yeah, this is really cool. I found this guy. I might put him up here or start collecting some different things to put on that top shelf because I don't have a lot of stuff up there yet. Feel free to send me some cool stuff, right? But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Week 3, down 29 pounds. Pretty pumped about it. Excited for this following week. I have some I don't think I'm going to start yoga this week. I was thinking about it, but I might hold off till month. So starting in month 2 as like a fresh starter, at least do some sort of like stretching routine or something like that. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching, and hit me up if you want to talk about some health or, if you're feeling froggy and want to start something with me, I'll hold you accountable just like Sherry holds me accountable. So hope you guys have a great week, and thanks for following. See ya.